overseas. Ziggy Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return. It's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 22. Now they'll change things around before the snap. This will go to Henry out wide.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Willis out of the gun. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Titans at 14-1 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Titans are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor. Taken down at the 42. You talk about this Titan defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have a quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And some space here.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Let's go now.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Colts 6.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Off play action, Richardson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Get it. 19 Charger.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Full connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Colts.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down,
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
Willis and the Titans come to the line now. 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
at the 31-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. McKenzie now to return it. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, break. 3.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now it's Richardson.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A check down here for Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
His throw incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis now off of play action.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2nd and 10. Downs going in motion left. A final shot before the half. Richardson over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
19 Lions.
Now Richardson. A final shot before break. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Hurry, hurry. Hurry. Go.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 137 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. For the extra point is Folk. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to get his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Willis. Able to find Dowell.
Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Willis got his man, Okonkwo.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here we go, set. Go.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Here we
No
go.
gain on the play there. Second down.
And 10 at the 47-yard line.
Willis looking to throw it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On the ready.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Titans!
Chigacancro
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Titans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Fulk connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up sharp at their own 41-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off. Here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
To throw is Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
They'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Colts!
Josh Downs,
51 yards.
and the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Play action, Willis.
He'll buy some time right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Richardson shotgun on third down.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Folk for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Warrior 70. Go.
Second down, here's Richardson.
He's got a man complete.
Through the middle of the field.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
70 Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson will throw for it.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hustle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a